Hello YouTube, my name is Jack Clark, the UK Musketeer, coming to you with another video. How are you? So, of course, you may notice that I'm in different surroundings. Aspect ratio is not quite what it should be. I do apologise for that. That will change, hopefully, in future. But today, I'm going to be talking to you about a new card that is coming out in Legacy of the Valiant this weekend. And oh dear lord, I'm not going to lie, I had a little bit of a moment when I read what the effect was. Because it's like Konami from Upon High asked me, Jack, what kind of card do you want released? And I was like, I know, Onslaught of the Vikings for Beast Monsters, yeah, and they did it then some. So we have Obedient Schooled. Of course, there will be a link in the description down below so you can go check it out for yourself, assuming that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia page is actually not down, because as of making this video, the website's down, so if it's not, I do apologise for that, it will be up soon. So the card itself is a normal spell card, and of course features the fabled Cerebral on the frickin' card artwork, so I'm like, ooh, it could be good, and it doesn't disappoint. It is a normal spell card, super rare in Legacy of the Valiant, of course is a TCG exclusive. Just like, of course, Nebra and all of that are exclusive for the Japanese peoples, we do have something lovely from this, and it is a normal spell card that, if you control no monsters, you can special summon 3, count them, 3 level 2 beast monsters from your deck, with different names, to the field. However, you can only special summon beast monsters for the for the rest of that turn. So, oh dear God, it's really good. Of course, I did a deck profile on my Unicorn Control deck a little while ago, and this card's made for it. Because in addition to just being able to summon loads of monsters, of course you can summon toon monsters, and those toon monsters can summon synchros, obviously, but also you can go for your number 64, Ronin Raccoon Sandayu, which allows you to get over monsters, plus you then have the opportunity to go into Fabled Unicorn, which is where this card will really shine, because it allows you to summon the Fabled Unicorn for 1 card. And in the past, Fabled decks have not really had the capacity to just put loads of advantage on the board. They don't have cards like that. They are of the time where, like, they're kind of the dual terminal archetypes where they have good cards, but that's all they are. They are good cards, not overwhelmingly good, like Obedient Schooled is, and it now gives the Fabled deck, especially the Unicorn deck, obviously, that extra edge. And of course it gives the traditional Raccoon deck, which this card is probably made entirely for, it gives it another new trick to play with, because it only works with level 2 or lower beasts. Now, of course, Legacy of the Valiant actually introduces some new ones. I think I can't remember its name, it's like Kurantros, Mystical Beast of the Forest, which if it's special summoned by a beast-type monster, allows you to just pop a card on the field. So we've got more support in the frame with that. It doesn't get its effect with Obedient Schooled, which is a shame. Can you imagine just being able to play this card, pop a card, and just exceeds out of your arse? That would be ridiculous. But this card allows you to put really big power plays, and alongside the really tricky manner that the Fabled Unicorn decks work, I honestly couldn't say. Like, I have gone up against top tier decks with my Unicorn deck, and have wrecked them because of the surprise factor and the fact that actually that as long as I can keep the effect live, there's not really much else they can do about it. If they can't change the number of cards in their hand efficiently enough, or if I can change my one in response to them changing theirs, there's literally nothing they can do. I will negate, I will destroy everything. It's a continuous effect, you can't activate anything in response to it, and you're screwed. However, this of course gives them a new power play. So in its first turn, you can activate this. It's got the whole kind of Cyber Dragon clause, but it's not the Cyber Dragon clause, it's the Photon Fresher clause. It doesn't rely on your opponent having a monster out. You only need to have no monsters. So if you activate one of these and your opponent torrential tributes, fear not, if you've got another one in your hand, there's no limit to how many of these bad boys you can play at one point. You just need to have no monsters to use it. So I'm sorry, I'm just babbling, I love this card so much. But particular combos I really like with this card would be playing this card first turn, and in a typical Raccoon deck, which most people will be using this with, because the Raccoons, of course, are really they're commons and rares, and it's a really fun deck to play. And plus, it can OTK out of its arse, out of nowhere. So this card helps alongside that. I mean, Junk Synchron with Ronin Raccoon Sandayu is ridiculous, but this card allows you to put Sandayu literally on the field for one card. And actually, if you have another Raccoon in your hand, you can play 2 Ronin Raccoon Sandayus first turn for 2 cards. And in your deck of 3 cards. Which is ridiculous, because Ronin Raccoon Sandayu also has a secondary effect which creates somewhat of a lock to protect themselves. So you have so much more plays, and the deck has now become infinitely more better. And I'm really excited, because I've got the full deck, minus a Daigasto Phoenix. Oh, sad face. But now we're going to see what the level 2 beasties can do. and I'm uber excited for Obedience School. So, of course, in the comments down below, or as a video response, even though there are no video responses anymore, but if you do send me a video, I will watch it, of course. But yes, in the comments down below, do tell me what you think of Obedience School, and is there any other new cards in Legacy of the Valiant that you'd like me to talk about, or if anything you find that is interesting with the set. Hopefully, I'll be getting a playset of this as soon as I can, and of course I will be talking about more cards from this set as the week progresses, hopefully. But that's pretty much it. I'm Jack Clark, New Musketeer. More videos coming out too soon, but until then, goodbye.